6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has reassured equal opportunities for the minorities to grow in the country. The Interior Minister says free of cost online visa facility will be available to the Turkish nationals from the Independence Day. The Planning Minister has emphasized to promote Made in Pakistan brand worldwide. The 16th martyrdom anniversary of Hurriyat leader Sheikh Abdulaziz is being observed today. The United Nations has condemned the Israeli bombardments on displaced Palestinians in Gaza. In the Paris Olympics, China is leading the medal table with 40 gold medals. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has said minorities have always played a significant role in Pakistan's stability, progress and prosperity. He was addressing a ceremony in connection with the National Minorities Day in Lahore today. The Prime Minister said the Constitution of Pakistan fully guarantees minorities' rights. He assured that rights of the minority communities will be protected as enshrined in the Constitution and as per the wisdom of the Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Shahbaz Sharif reassured of equal opportunities for the minorities to grow in Pakistan's society. He said all possible measures will be taken for the protection of the minorities. He acknowledged the leading role and contributions of the minority community in the fields of education, health, business and defense. The Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi says free of cost online visa facility will be available to the Turkish nationals from the Independence Day. Talking to the Turkish ambassador Dr. Mahmoud Pakachi in Islamabad today, he said this step would ease the arrival of Turkish nationals into Pakistan. Both the sides decided to foment cooperation in security, police and civil armed forces sectors, besides sending Pakistani police officers to Turkey for training. Matters pertaining to the release of Pakistani prisoners in the jails of Turkey were also discussed, and an agreement will be finalized soon in this regard. On his part, the ambassador renewed the commitment to continue cooperation with Pakistan in multiple sectors. The Minister for Planning, Development and Special Initiatives, Ahsan Iqbal, says the agriculture development is crucial for securing Pakistan's economic future. He was speaking at the 16th International Food, Hospitality and Beverages Industry Exhibition and Conference in Lahore today. He highlighted the expo's significance in showcasing Pakistani products to the global market and reiterated the government's administration's commitment to boost exports. Ahsan Iqbal emphasized the need for Pakistani products to meet international standards and promote the Made in Pakistan brand worldwide. Ahsan Iqbal also underscored the importance of policy continuity for the country's development. The Minister for Commerce, Jam Kamal Khan, says all-out efforts are being made to bring investment in all the sectors of the economy. He said this while addressing the inauguration ceremony of the 9th Pakistan Footwear Material and Machinery Show in Lahore today. He expressed the government's commitment to facilitate business community to achieve the desired results. He further said the government is focusing on promoting investment and trade opportunities. Jam Kamal thanked the Chinese delegates for coming to Lahore and becoming a part of this exhibition, saying the government is prepared to assist and facilitate investors in the country. On the occasion, the Minister for Privatization, Abdul Aleem Khan, said it is a good sign that Pakistan Footwear Association is developing good ties with the international brands. He said the step to increase the number of trade officers would help the country to establish good connectivity in terms of business-to-business activities. He also thanked the Chinese delegates who came to attend the 9th Pakistan Footwear Material and Machinery Show and urged them to consider Pakistan as an ideal place for business. Earlier, both the ministers visited various stalls at the Pakistan Footwear Material and Machinery Show. The Governor Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Faisal Karim Kundi, held a special meeting with the Imam of Masjid-e-Nabwi, Dr. Salah bin Muhammad al-Budair, in Islamabad today. During the meeting, the governor expressed deep affection and respect Pakistani people have for Saudi Arabia. He requested Dr. Al-Budair's prayers for peace and prosperity in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and invited him to come to Peshawar during his next visit to Pakistan. This is Radio Pakistan. The injured Lieutenant Uzair Mahmood Malik succumbed to wounds and embraced martyrdom at the Combined Military Hospital, Peshawar today, according to ISPR on Friday last, during exchange of fire between security forces and Khawarij at 3 different locations in Tira Valley of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. At one of the locations in Bagh, Lieutenant Uzair Mahmood Malik, leading his troops from the front, fought bravely and sent 4 Khawarij to hell. However, during intense exchange of fire, the officer got critically injured and was under treatment in CMH Peshawar. The security forces are determined to eliminate the menace of terrorism from the country, and such sacrifices of our brave officers and soldiers further strengthen the nation's resolve against terrorism. Preparations to celebrate the Independence Day in a befitting manner are in full swing and have entered the final phase. People, especially children and the youth, are purchasing national flags, buntings, portraits of founding fathers, posters and banners as part of the celebrations of the Independence Day. Buildings are being decorated with national flags, buntings and lights. Independence Day will be celebrated on Wednesday with a renewed pledge to work with the spirit of the Pakistan movement to make the country a true Islamic welfare state. The 16th martyrdom anniversary of prominent Kashmiri pro-freedom leader Sheikh Abdulaziz is being observed today. He was martyred by the Indian troops on this day in 2008 while he was leading a massive march towards Azad Kashmir. The all parties, Hurriyat Conference leaders and organizations, while paying glowing tributes to Sheikh Abdulaziz, have reaffirmed the Kashmiris' resolve to accomplish the mission of the martyrs at all costs. Meanwhile, the health condition of incarcerated chairman of the Jammu Kashmir Liberation Front, Mohammad Yasin Malik, has alarmingly deteriorated in India's infamous Tihar jail in New Delhi. The Jammu Kashmir Liberation Front has appealed to the United Nations, the international community and world powers to intervene and ensure Yasin Malik's safety. The United Nations has condemned the increased frequency of Israeli military bombardments on schools in the Gaza city, where hundreds of thousands of forcibly displaced Palestinians have sought shelter. In a statement, the United Nations Human Rights Office in the occupied Palestinian territory said attacks were conducted with apparent disregard for a high rate of civilian fatalities. Meanwhile, the head of the United Nations Relief Agency for Palestinian Refugees, Felipe Lazzarini, said more than 90% of Gaza's population has been displaced due to unabated Israeli bombardments in the besieged Gaza. And now news about sports. In the Paris Olympics, China is leading the medals table with 40 gold medals. The United States of America is placed second with 38 gold medals, followed by Australia with 19 gold medals. And finally, the weather report. More rain, windstorm, thundershowers are expected in Kashmir, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Punjab, Islamabad and Gilgit-Baltistan, while isolated heavy falls are likely in Kashmir, northeastern Punjab and upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa during the next 12 hours. However, rain, windstorm, thundershowers are expected in northeast Balochistan and southeast Sindh during evening and night. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.